No matter how high the walls you construct around your heart, no matter how thick the barriers you erect to protect yourself from pain, your person will not abandon their pursuit of you. They may feel the weight of the distance that separates you. They may notice the profound silence that has settled between you like heavy fog. But even in that silence, even through that distance, they remain absolutely determined to break through every single barrier you have put up. They will not back down from their mission to show you, to prove to you beyond any shadow of doubt, that they still want you present and active in their life. Even though you may not see it clearly right now, even though the evidence may seem hidden from your view, they are hurting deeply because of your absence. They carry the ache of this separation every single day, like a stone pressed against their chest. It is a constant companion to them, this longing, this emptiness where you once resided. The quiet that stretches between you may feel endless and insurmountable, but in that very quiet, in those silent hours of the night and the empty moments of the day, they think of you constantly. Their thoughts drift to you in the most intimate ways, in moments of vulnerability and raw emotion. Their mind wanders back to memories of you, to the closeness you once shared, to the warmth of your presence and the comfort of your touch. They replay these moments like cherished films in their consciousness, savoring every detail, every word exchanged, every glance that passed between you. And beyond just remembering what was, they dream of the possibility of having that deep connection again, of rebuilding what may have been damaged, of creating something even more beautiful than what existed before. This constant pull toward you, this magnetic force that draws them back to thoughts of you again and again, has grown stronger and stronger with each passing day. And it explains something you may have been experiencing lately without understanding its source. You may have been feeling unusually drained, experiencing an exhaustion that sleep does not cure, a restlessness that movement cannot settle, or even feeling dazed or unfocused, as though part of your consciousness exists somewhere else. All of this is tied to the energy they are pulling from you, whether consciously or unconsciously. Your person's desire for you runs so deep, flows so powerfully through their being, that they are unconsciously reaching out across the distance that separates you. They are tugging on the invisible thread that still binds you together, that energetic cord that connects your souls despite physical separation. They want affection from you. They crave closeness with you. They hunger for attention, but not from just anyone. It must be from you and you alone. Their feelings are unwavering, steadfast, immovable. Nothing and no one can stop the depth of their love and passion when it comes to you. But something fundamental has shifted in the dynamic between you. You are no longer in a space of desperation or longing the way you once were. You have moved into a different energetic state, one of greater self-possession and inner strength. And that change, that transformation in you, has unsettled them profoundly. In the past, they may have grown accustomed to your constant attention, to your willingness to reach out first, to your desire to close the distance and maintain the connection. They perhaps took for granted that you would always be there, always making the effort, always extending yourself toward them. Now that your energy has shifted, now that you have stepped back and reclaimed your power, they feel the difference strongly. The lack of communication from your end, the absence of effort and pursuit, has stirred anxiety and uncertainty within them in ways they did not anticipate. Their mind races with fears and doubts, wondering if you are planning to move on without them, if you have decided that the connection is no longer worth your energy. The silence and stagnancy on their part, mixed with the strength and determination of your withdrawal, has left them feeling both deeply unsettled and desperate for clarity. Despite their fears, despite the anxiety that grips them in quiet moments, one thing is absolutely certain. They are serious about you, and they will not let you go. This is not a casual connection for them, not something they can simply walk away from and forget. No matter the circumstances that surround you both, no matter the obstacles that stand in your way, they are holding on tightly to the belief that you belong together. This is not wishful thinking or fantasy. This is a deep knowing within them, a certainty that lives in their bones. This determination, this refusal to let go, is slowly opening their eyes to truths they may not have seen before. They are beginning to realize that outside influences may have played a significant role in creating tension, separation, or misunderstanding between you both. People in your circles, individuals who observed your connection, may have felt threatened by the power of what you shared. When the two of you came together, you and your person radiated a strength that others could not help but notice. There was something about your union that was undeniable, magnetic, powerful. Together, you have the potential to manifest abundance, happiness, and fulfillment when united in purpose and love. And this potential, this obvious chemistry and compatibility, sparked jealousy and insecurity in those who witnessed it. Some people cannot celebrate the success and joy of others. They feel diminished by it, threatened by it, and so they act, sometimes consciously and sometimes unconsciously, to undermine what they cannot have or do not understand. Now, your person is beginning to see the truth of this situation with increasing clarity. They are realizing that not everyone wished the best for your relationship, that not every voice in your lives was speaking with pure intentions. They are understanding that outside interference, whether subtle or overt, may have contributed significantly to the struggles you faced, to the misunderstandings that arose, to the distance that eventually grew between you. Through it all, through every challenge and every moment of separation, their devotion to you has not wavered. It has remained constant, a steady flame burning in their heart. They have never wanted anyone else more than they want you. This is not hyperbole or romantic exaggeration. It is simple truth. No other person compares to you in their eyes. No other connection carries the same weight in their heart. No other relationship offers what they feel with you. They see you as someone mature, wise, and deeply valuable. They recognize you as a man or woman who knows their worth and stands firmly in it, who does not compromise their values or settle for less than they deserve. This recognition, this understanding of who you truly are, only fuels their determination not to allow anyone else to take your place. They are protective of your bond, fiercely so, unwilling to let suitors or distractions come between what they know deep in their soul is sacred. To them, you are irreplaceable. This is not something they tell themselves to feel better or to justify holding on. It is a fundamental truth they cannot deny. Their heart will not allow them to move forward with anyone else. They have tried, perhaps, to imagine a future without you in it, to consider other possibilities and other people. But every time they attempt this, they find themselves returning to you, unable to escape the gravity of what they feel. Still, they wrestle with the very real challenge of finding their way back to you. The walls you have built are high and solid, constructed from past hurts and hard-won wisdom. They sense that gaining your trust and affection again will not be easy, that they cannot simply walk back into your life as though nothing has changed. They understand that bridges have been burned and that rebuilding will require more than words. Yet this challenge, this difficulty, does not deter them. If anything, it only fuels their resolve. They know who you are to them now with a clarity they perhaps lacked before. They recognize the irreplaceable role you play in their life, the unique space you occupy in their heart. And they understand the depth of their feelings for you in a way they perhaps never fully did before this separation. Distance and absence have taught them what they did not appreciate when they had you close. They have learned through loss what they should have cherished in possession. All they need now is the opportunity to express it, to stand before you face to face and let you hear without doubt or hesitation what has been living in their heart all along. They need the chance to speak their truth, to share their growth, to demonstrate through actions and not just words that they have changed, that they understand now what they did not understand before. The road back to you may be complicated and filled with obstacles. They recognize this. But they are willing to walk it, step by difficult step. They are gathering the courage slowly but surely to bridge the gap that separates you. Whether it takes time, patience, or persistence beyond what they have ever given before, they are willing to endure it. They are willing to do whatever it takes because they believe with absolute certainty that you are worth the effort. You are worth the risk. You are worth the vulnerability that reaching out requires. Your person has no intention of letting go, and no outside influence, no period of silence, and no amount of physical distance will convince them otherwise. These things may slow them down, may make the journey more difficult, but they will not stop the inevitable movement back toward you. In their eyes, you are their person. Not a person among many possibilities, but the person. The one they never stopped loving, the one they never stopped desiring, even in moments when pride or fear kept them from admitting it. You are the one they are determined to fight for, no matter what battles that fight requires. In truth, their energy is wrapped around you every day, every hour. Even when you try to step back, even when you try to close yourself off and create boundaries to protect your heart, they continue to find ways to reach for you. These ways may not be physical or obvious, but they are real nonetheless. Energetically, spiritually, emotionally, they are reaching across the space that separates you, sending thoughts and feelings your way whether you consciously receive them or not. Their heart is tethered to yours by invisible cords that cannot be severed by simple decision or willpower. And in the quiet spaces of their mind, during moments of solitude and reflection, they are planning, hoping, and yearning for the moment they can return to you. They are imagining how they will approach you, what they will say, how they will show you that this time is different. They are preparing themselves internally for the moment when they will stand before you again and pour out everything they have been carrying. They know with certainty that you together have something extraordinary, something rare and precious, something that defies simple explanation or categorization. This is not ordinary love. This is not a connection that can be duplicated or replaced. What exists between you is unique, forged in experiences and emotions that only the two of you share, built on a foundation that goes deeper than surface attraction or temporary compatibility. And though the path forward may feel uncertain now, though the future may seem unclear and the obstacles may appear daunting, they are certain of one fundamental thing. They will find a way back to you because you are the one their heart refuses to let go of. This is not stubbornness or ego. This is the simple recognition of a truth that lives deeper than thought, in the realm of the soul where the most important truths reside. You belong to each other, and they will not rest until that belonging is made manifest once again. The longing I feel for you never ceases, never quiets, never gives me a moment of peace from its intensity. It is a constant and unyielding presence in my heart, occupying space in every thought and every feeling. It is a reminder of the deep and unbreakable bond we share, a connection that transcends the physical realm and touches something eternal within both of us. Each day that passes without your touch, without your laughter ringing in my ears like music, without the warmth of your love surrounding me like sunlight, leaves an indelible mark on my soul. There are moments, countless moments, when I find myself sitting quietly, lost in thought, and the image of you floods my mind so vividly that it almost feels as though you are right here with me. I can almost feel your presence, almost hear your voice, almost reach out and touch you. But then reality crashes back in, and the awareness of your absence creates an ache within me that words often fail to capture adequately. It is a hollowness, an emptiness, a void that nothing else can fill. I want to confess to you with complete honesty, with vulnerability that perhaps frightens me but feels necessary, that my love for you is constant and unchanging. It exists not only in moments of joy and closeness, when everything feels easy and natural, but also in silence and absence, in the difficult times when connection feels impossible. Even when the world feels heavy and circumstances beyond our control prevent us from speaking as often as we would like, the bond we share remains unshaken, unmoved, undiminished by time or distance. Please understand something that is vitally important. A lack of communication does not lessen the depth of my love for you. If anything, those moments of separation, those periods when we cannot speak or see each other, remind me of how profoundly you matter to me. It is in those quiet, lonely hours, when I am alone with my thoughts and my heart, that I realize how much my soul longs for yours. And in that realization, my love does not shrink or fade. Instead, it grows even stronger, deepened by the awareness of what you mean to me. Time and distance may stand in our way like mountains we must climb. They may create challenges and frustrations that test our patience and our faith. But they do not diminish the fire within me. Instead, they fan its flames higher, teaching me profound lessons about the nature of true love. They teach me that love is not bound by physical presence alone, but presence is beautiful and desired. Love is strengthened by separation because it proves its worth, demonstrates its resilience, shows its true nature when challenged. Despite the challenges life has placed before us, despite the obstacles that seem designed to keep us apart, I want to assure you of something that has never wavered, not for a single moment. My commitment to you remains absolute. I am devoted not only to you as an individual, not only to the joy you bring into my life, but to the journey we are on together. The journey of growth and evolution, of healing old wounds and creating new possibilities, of building something sacred between us that honors both of who we are. Our union is precious to me, something I hold close to my heart with reverence and deep care. I do not take it lightly or casually. I recognize it for the rare gift it is, for the extraordinary opportunity it represents. Sometimes the intensity of my feelings for you overwhelms me completely. It surges like a tide too powerful to contain, leaving me breathless in its wake, unable to do anything but feel and experience and surrender to its force. There are times when I struggle to put into words just how deep my love runs, how vast and expansive it truly is, because no language seems adequate to hold it all. The words feel too small, too limited, too insufficient to capture something that feels infinite. How do you describe in finite language something that touches the eternal? How do you explain in simple words a connection that defies logic and transcends understanding? I also understand deeply the pain and confusion that arise when we fall into silence, when space seems to stretch between us like an uncrossable distance. It may seem like distance or distraction has built a wall between us, that something has changed or been lost. But please believe me when I say with all the sincerity I possess that it is never because I do not care. It is never because I have forgotten our bond or diminished its importance in my life. In truth, it is quite the opposite. Even in silence, my heart beats for you with steady rhythm. Even in distance, my spirit reaches out to yours across the miles and the obstacles. I feel your sadness and your longing as if they were my own emotions, my own pain, because in so many ways we are intertwined, woven together in ways that cannot be undone. Your joy is my joy. Your pain is my pain. We are connected at depths that go beyond what most people ever experience or understand. It hurts me deeply, cuts me to the core, to know you are going through moments of loneliness or doubt, that you question whether I still care or whether what we have still matters. And if I could take away that pain from you, if I could absorb it into myself so that you would not have to carry it, I would do so without a moment's hesitation. I would bear any burden, endure any suffering, to spare you from hurt. The distance between us is not just physical miles measured on a map. It sometimes feels like a weight pressing down on both of us, a force that drains our energy and tests our resilience. It can be overwhelming to love someone so powerfully, so completely, and yet be unable to hold them in your arms, to comfort them with your physical presence, to simply exist in the same space and share the simple joy of togetherness. There are nights when the silence is deafening, when it roars in my ears louder than any sound. When I close my eyes and wish more than anything that I could reach across the miles that separate us and feel your hand in mine, warm and real and present. The very idea of losing you, even in the smallest way, even just the possibility of it, terrifies me beyond words. It is a fear that grips my heart and refuses to let go. You are woven into the very fabric of my heart now, integrated into who I am at the deepest level. Imagining life without your love feels not just unpleasant but genuinely impossible. It is like trying to imagine breathing without air or living without heartbeat. You have become essential to my existence in ways I did not anticipate and cannot now undo. I know there have been times when my own fears and uncertainties have clouded my judgment and affected my behavior. I have hesitated when I should have acted. I have withdrawn when I should have moved closer. And I have let those inner conflicts, those battles within myself, hold me back from fully showing you the depth of my devotion, from expressing the magnitude of what I feel. For this, I ask your understanding and your patience. Please know that I am working each day, making conscious effort, to free myself from those doubts and fears because you are worth so much more than hesitation. You are worth every ounce of courage I can muster, every leap of faith I can take, and every vulnerable word I can speak from my heart, even when speaking those words makes me feel exposed and frightened.